Carson Daly live here at Panama City here for MTV Spring Break 2015. We're here with Ryan. Ryan from New Orleans. Ryan, how's it feel to be a spring break?
Oh, man, it's awesome, bro. There's so many broads out here. There's some stuff I want to tell you about, Carson, but, being that we're on live television, I don't want to, disrespect anything. But, dude, we did some keg stands. They had some girls. Me and my bros, man, we tore it down at the Beach Club La Vila. Oh, man, it's been a great time. Planning on tearing it down tonight with some beers with my bros. You know we drinking Natty Light, bros. That's what us bros do, man. What a hell of a weekend so far, and it's only getting started.
It's pretty wild here at spring break. Ryan's having a good time. Our colleague Dave Holmes is actually doing cake stands himself right now.
Hey, man, save me one, dude. Hold on.
And up, Dave Holmes is just fell into the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice, bro. It was pretty fun. I did it yesterday. I was so drunk. I'm so wasted. Yeah, it was awesome, man.
Well, that's all the time we have here for MTV Spring Break with Carson Daly. Let's go back to Serena here at MTV News. Welcome everybody, episode 82 of the Matt Ryan Show.
Spring break was awesome. Oh, wait. Okay, that part's over.
Yeah, Ryan's back for spring break.
This good evening, folks. Glad to be back.
I gotta say, Ryan, this is probably the first time I think anybody's ever used the old NBA on EBC basketball theme and try to do an MTV spring break.
Try to do anything else but that. Remember, we were just laughing before we went live about the Saturday Night Live skit about with this theme song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fitting. It was fitting leading into tonight's show. First on deck, Matt?
Pelicans, right? We haven't talked Pelicans in a while, and I said they have a pretty important game coming up tomorrow night.
It's do or die. It is literally do or die. We win, we're in. Simply put. We lose, we need help.
We lose, we better hope that Kansas Andrew Wiggins shows up for the Timberwolves and scores about 50 points.
Which he didn't last night.
No. And seeing the Timberwolves team that we saw last night, the Pelicans and Thunder are now combined 7-0 against the Timberwolves. Needless to say, I think the Pelicans are going to have to defeat the NBA champs who have won 11 in a row at home to get in the playoffs.
It's weird to see the Spurs go through they went through a 4-game skid in February, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they were like the 6 or the 7 seed.
Something like that.
Have won 11 straight and are beating the brakes off of people at home, on the road. Like we said, they won 11 straight. Tim Duncan in his last 2 games has put up over 50 points and 25 rebounds. He's playing like a young man again. At time gets them, and the Spurs are gearing up. If they win in the blender tomorrow night, they lock up the 2 seed. Right. If we win, we lock up the 8. Now there's been speculation because Pop and Monty Williams have a good relationship, but the Spurs have something to play for. If the Rockets win and the Spurs lose, the Rockets get the 2 seed. Now, what's the difference between the 2 and the 3? It really comes down to the conference finals if you're going to play at home or not.
Right. And also, this year, a lot tougher opponent because the 6 and 7 seed are right in the same division. You win, you play the Mavericks, who are a lot easier than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Truth. If we win, we go into playing the Golden State Warriors, who we can beat. Can we beat them in the series is the question. That's a question.
I don't know.
Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are 2 of the best players in the NBA right now.
We played them well at home.
Yes, we did.
We should have won both games at home. We blew the first one. We were able to squeak out the win.
Sounds like Monty Williams, typical. Blow the first one. 15-point lead halfway through the third quarter and lose the game.
The crazy thing is, Ryan, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if we didn't lose to teams like the Knicks, the 76ers, and the Nuggets twice.
But we're having this conversation.
So
while we're having this conversation,
the Pelicans are in the playoffs through 81 games. They got to get to 82. Matt Bonner, I saw his out tomorrow night along with
that'll help.
I think Tiago Splitter.
That'll help too.
But Popovich is not going to be throwing Monty Williams a bone. The core is going to be playing.
Absolutely. I think the one thing you got to look forward to tomorrow night, Kawhi Leonard is, again, playing like a man-child. The advantage the Pelicans have, yes, we have an advantage tomorrow night, is the athletic front court. Yes, the athletic front court and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is 22 years old. Tim Duncan is, old enough to be our dads.
Yeah.
Truthfully, old enough to be our dads. Will he be able to keep up with AD for 4 quarters?
That'll be interesting to see, Ryan. And Also, I could see Tim Duncan maybe. I wouldn't even use the term limited to 30 minutes, but
True.
I could see them doing that and then bringing in Boris Diaw off the bench for that energy spark, like you're talking about, the athleticism and stuff. But it's going to be a tough game. But the Pelicans are 2-1 against the Spurs.
That we are.
It's not impossible.
And I think that's what it comes down to is the athleticism.
They're 3-0 if a Seat doesn't tip the ball in his own basket in San Antonio.
True. One thing to look forward to tomorrow night, Drew Holiday, I want to say is in question for the start.
He may or may not start, but he will play.
He will play, but the start is in question. Okay, I had gotten an update within the past 24 hours about Drew Holiday's status for tomorrow night being in question. Maybe it was last night he didn't play?
He was rested as a precaution last night to save him because they figured they were probably going to have to win tomorrow.
Well, the Bucks going into last night's game whenever the Pelicans went into Minnesota.
Bucks do have a new logo.
The Timberwolves were 9-31 going into last night's game at home. Now they're 9-32, and they host the Thunder tomorrow night. The Thunder not the same team with Ibaka hurt, with Durant hurt, but Westbrook is playing out of his mind. And just to mention it,
I think I know where you're going with this.
The technical foul,
yeah,
makes you wonder. It makes you wonder.
Well.
He picks up his 16th technical foul for the fans who don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He picked up his 16th technical foul over the weekend, and that would have qualified him for a one-game suspension. The next morning, the NBA officiating rescinded the technical foul and gave him the opportunity to play, and they won last night with the help of Russell Westbrook. It makes you wonder, do they want to make sure the Thunder either have to earn their spot in the playoff and have a chance to do so, or not want them to not miss the playoffs simply because of a tech?
The foul I didn't think was a technical foul when it was called originally, but this is going to be one of the few times I've seen in a while that it's been rescinded, and you have to wonder if Drew Holiday would have did that, would have been rescinded. I don't know.
It's speculation.
I like Adam Silver, the commissioner, so I don't really.
I do like what he's doing. I do.
Yeah,
I really do like what he's doing.
But it does make you think that. You got Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook. Overall, that's what America's going to want to see.
That's a media matchup.
I mean, if the Pelicans didn't have Anthony Davis, they'd be like, as far as
true, who the Pelicans?
Yeah.
I mean,
they'd be busy making fun of the team mascot.
True.
But with that said, Ryan, the Pelicans control their own destiny. They just got to win.
Just win, baby.
Just win.
You took the words out of my mouth. Just win. That's all we have to do. The Pels play great at home.
Yes.
The Pels have a very good winning record.
Yeah.
Like 31-10?
Not quite that, but I think it's like 27-13 something. I mean, it's very
bad.
they win 2 out of 3 games at home.
That's incredible. And it's a great winning record at home. The Blender is going to be packed tomorrow night. The whole city is going to be jumping. I heard someone on the radio today, and I want to run this by you and put it on the show as well.
Okay.
Not mentioning the media head that said it, but I agreed with this statement. Anthony Davis will be the face of the city of New Orleans in the next 3 to 5 years.
I agree.
NBA is more global than NFL.
Yes, it is.
Drew Brees, great guy, great quarterback, but he's on his way out. AD is only 22. He stays. Ooh, it's going to get interesting in the blender as we move forward.
If Tom Benson has any brains, he's offering Anthony Davis a maximum contract this offseason. Did he accept it with the new?
With a year left, right?
AD's
not 2 years left. Yeah, two in the money.
2 team options left, I believe it is, which I believe at least one of them has already been picked up. Now I believe the NBA is getting a new TV deal that takes place later on. It's going to increase the cap. Maybe Davis doesn't accept the max for a year or two to get more money down the road. I don't know. It depends.
Maybe to bring in talent around him before he gets the max contract. He's seeing it that way.
We're stealing from him this year, Ryan, and we were stealing from him last year. He makes $7.5 million this year.
But he signed the rookie contract. That's what it comes down to. Look at Russell Wilson in the NFL.
Yeah, but
Russell Wilson don't make shit.
But with endorsements, Davis probably
in comparison,
$10 million. Yeah. He's not worried about money. He knows he's going to get paid, and we have the money to do it.
How do we have Benson's pockets?
That's right. Eric Gordon will be off the books either the next year or the year after.
I hate Eric Gordon because he plays so well sometimes, and then in the same game, you could see him just check out. Yeah, all right. I'm done, Monty. I'm done. You know, hey, bring in somebody else. I'm done. I'm done for the day. What? What? You make Chris Paul, you make Derrick Rose, you make LeBron money. Shut the hell up and play basketball or leave so we can bring in somebody who wants 60% of that money and will play 100% of the time.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's going to take that player option next year, Ron, or does he roll the dice to try to get a multi-year contract?
Get the hell out of town. But as long as you're here, play. Play. Matt, your take on the game?
I think the Pelicans are going to have to shoot the ball well from outside if they have any shot. Davis will get his, I think. He's done pretty
He'll
well.
go 22 and 10.
And
easy.
The other key, and you'll know exactly where I'm going with this, free throws, right? Free throws. Pelicans, top 10 in the league the entire year, have dropped all the way to 18th, with free throws. But the last 2 games, they've started to get back. They've gotten back to that 75-80% range.
AD went perfect last night.
He did go perfect last night. He seems to be free throws. Even Tyreek Evans was struggling for a while, but he maybe has gotten that back. Pelicans, I think, need to shoot above 80% or better from home, which I think they're more capable of doing. And they got to get to the line as well. And then, of course, limit.
Attack. We are athletically.
Tyreek Evans did a very good job of attacking last night. See, that's good read. Good read.
Better. We are athletically better than the Spurs. Man on man, we are athletically better than them. On the court, strategically, that's still to be decided and will be tomorrow night. I think Tyreek, I think AD, I think these boys can outplay the Spurs. Will they be outcoached? Question. Pop's one of the best. He's going to go down in history once he finally retires. I honestly believe the Pelicans can win tomorrow night. Matt, you said it. It comes down to the charity stripe. If we can the Spurs into foul trouble and get 15, 20, 25 attempts at the line, 80, 85%, gives you 22, 23 points, so at least 20 points from the charity stripe. You have to have those, especially in a big game like this. I think the Pels pull it out tomorrow night. I really do. Could be a close. Spurs really have something to play for too.
It's be a close one. Red out in the blender. 19,000 people standing room only. It's gonna be rocking for sure.
Woo!
I wish you said the woo.
I know, right?
I need to steal it back from Chris Paul.
Did he take it with him?
Yep.
He demanded that he take it with him?
I don't know if he demanded it or not, but I know he took it.
What a crock of crap.
Just give it to Anthony Davis.
They need to get rid of the ew. That drives me nuts, but that's just my stuff. That's my stuff. Different story, different.
Yeah, I think everything
It's dumb.
It's as generic as the charge horn.
Yeah, seriously.
But the charge horn's cool.
Well, I mean, charge horn's timeless.
Right.
Because timeless is crazy train.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They go hand in hand with sports. We are the champions. Come on.
This is true.
It goes hand in hand with sports.
Ron, LSU baseball, I guess, limped to a series win against Auburn. Wasn't that impressive?
You know, the bats had to cool off eventually.
Yeah.
The bats have been hot all season. What was it like? 13, 14 games with double-digit hits?
Something like that.
You know, they had to cool off eventually. The Tigers in 3 games against Auburn pulled out two wins out of the 3 games. Had I want to say it was 20 hits over the 3 games, which isn't terrible, but
they were out hit by Auburn.
We were. If it wouldn't have been for Auburn's pitching Friday night, this was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series, right? Is that correct?
This was Friday, Saturday.
It was the Saturday night starter.
Yeah.
That had our number all night long. We couldn't put a ball in play. Aside from that game, the Tigers didn't play terrible. Bregman had an off weekend. He had a couple of errors, which was only like 4 on the year.
But his defense won the game Thursday.
Sure.
For sure.
Friday.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Friday.
But they're already thinking ahead to the A&M series.
Right. It wasn't the greatest of series wins, but nonetheless, a W is a W any which way you call it.
And TCU and Vanderbilt both dropped 2, so LSU moved back up to number 2. Setting up potentially a 1 versus 2, not this weekend, but next weekend in the new number 1 in Texas A&M of all people.
In the regular season. You don't see that very often.
No. 33-3 this year. Where in the world did that come from Texas A&M? A team that was okay at best last year?
I don't know much about, if I could actually put 2 and 2 together, I think they just got hot at the right time, and they're showing it now. I think their quality of opponents before conference play was probably a little bit below par compared to the Titans, LSU, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, etc. But nonetheless, they just win.
Yeah.
Like, just win. 33-3 speaks for itself. I don't give a damn what team you're playing against. 33-3 speaks for itself.
Exactly. And we'll get into that more next week. Which,
absolutely.
By the way, I have to go to Texas A&M for work next week, so
make your presence known.
I could see us doing a simulcast here, Ryan. I
Hey.
could be in A&M, and we'll get the internets working. I'm assuming they have internet.
Interweb.
You know, I might be out on the farm with Bluebell or something like that. Oh, then again, I might want to stay away from Bluebell
right with all the stuff going on with them, you might want to. Stay away from hummus, too.
Yeah. I'll be doing the show live in a hazmat suit from Texas A&M. And
hello, coming along here.
Maybe Reveille will come on the show.
Right. And just take her. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. But they said, Ryan, the Tigers go on the road against a pretty decent Georgia team in Athens this weekend. I think it's kind of the same. You know, the LSU staying on pace for 20 game winning season in the SEC, and I think they need to look to try and at least take 2 out of 3 against Georgia on the road this weekend.
It's always a take 2 out of 3. You got to keep winning, especially on the road. The quality wins on the road really help our resume moving forward into the regionals. All in all, I don't give a damn if we're 1st or 8th when the regionals come out, because that means we're going to host a regional and a super regional. But, you know, it always feels good to be number 2, number 3,
yeah,
number 1.
You get a little bit of an easier road.
Right. Georgia's a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
You know,
they'll be a regional team.
Right. They may not host, but they will be in the regionals.
Yeah.
The Tigers are going to take care of business. You got to keep it simple. I think Lange.
Yeah, Lange is going to have. He's back this week.
I think that was another factor in the weekend against Auburn is Lange did not pitch. Lange, first trip to Athens, they're not really going to know what to expect from him. If Poche can have another solid outing, there's your 1-2. The 3 can be Johnny Holstaff for all I care. You know.
Well, Austin Bain will probably get the 3, and
Bain has looked good.
He pitched well against Auburn on the Friday night, taking Lange. Despite he went, I think it was 5 2/3 or something.
When he came in relief for Godfrey,
yeah,
a couple weekends ago, he looked spectacular, and I think we might just have a solid number 3. And most colleges across the nation, and most baseball teams can't say that.
Right.
A lot of teams can't say they have a weekend rotation.
And that 3rd game, LSU was able to get good innings from Zach Pearson and Russell Reynolds. So it's good to have that kind of support. Parker Bug as well, in case Bain, you know, maybe can only go 5 innings. You know, you can finish the game with your bullpen.
With Johnny Holstaff.
I mean, that's what most teams do for a 3rd game anyway. But
right.
You know, LSU right now seems to be okay with starting pitching, and hopefully Godfrey can find his groove, because early in the year he was fine, but last 3 weeks or so he has just not been himself.
He's fallen off. He's finding the strike zone, but he's finding it dead center.
But it's either that or he's hitting batters. I think it's mental, Ryan. He has the physical stuff.
Absolutely. Speaking of physical stuff, Russell Reynolds looks fantastic.
He looks like he's healed up, and it's a very valuable asset in having him back this year. You know, he can make midweek starts for you. That way you can rest your bullpen if you want, and then it makes him available on the weekend.
He is almost kind of like a pseudo number 4.
Yes.
You know, and to have that luxury, like we just
especially
said.
Especially after that serious Tommy John injury 2 years ago. You know, before that
Parkview? Was it Parkview?
I think it was
a local boy.
I think it was a local boy. And then I think it was his last 2 starts for the injury came out of nowhere through like 7 inning shutouts on the road against ULL and Tulane. It was like, oh, we got a guy coming up here, and then boom, done. So nice to see that he's sort of recovered from that injury for sure.
Absolutely.
But with that said, Ryan, you got anything tonight? I mean, we kind of had a short list for tonight.
Well, you know, bro, down here in Panama, man, it's just been one hell of a time. And it sucks being on the beach, not being able to watch LSU baseball because these fools out here in Florida watch this blue and orange crap Gator team. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's go Tigers and Tiger bait and bump everybody else. I'm trying to keep it PG, Carson, because you know I'm not trying to get suspended. I don't want my frat bros to be disappointed in me whenever we go back to the house and I have to haze these pledges. Wait. We don't haze without volunteering. That's how we do it. All right, no, man, I'm good.
LSU spring game is this Saturday, weather pending, of course. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that. But
also, one big shout out to Devin Stott and Gael competing in their first bodybuilding competition this weekend. 2 buddies of ours from Thibodeau competing in Metairie. If you guys got a second, Check them out. I want to say it's a Ramada on Severn and South Service Road in Metairie. It's going to be a competition down there. I think it kicks off around noon. Check them out. Support your local Bayou Muscle. Give them hell, boys.
Yep. And also, congrats to Ryan and I's good friends, Laurie Bro and Jason Day, who are getting married on Friday night.
The beginning of the end of your life starts on Friday, Jason. I don't know whether it's congratulations or farewell.
I guess I'll be the official fifth wheel at Hangout Fest, which means it'll cost me less than any of those four.
That's the way to look at it.
That was wrong.
No, but it was correct.
But it was
It's correct. It's a validated factual statement, which
Yep.
means it cannot be incorrect.
I think we're talking really intellectual today, Ryan.
Yes, we are.
Hopefully we're
Well, I
not
had to make up for the bro at the beginning.
bro.
You know, I dropped my IQ to like 65 just to act that role.
We adapt to all of our audience.
Absolutely. I need to go look up the definition of onomatopoeia and memorize it, how to spell it again. So just so I can have an IQ north of 70.
Then that was the other long word that a lot of people. The one from
Anti-establishmentarianism.
that and also what's the one from Mary Poppins? The supercalifragilistic.
Supercalifragilistic. Yeah.
I remember the game Brain Quest.
Yes.
I think I still have the board game at my house somewhere, and that was one of the questions. It was like 5th grade spelling. It's like spell that word. I'm like,
Pass. Pass.
It was like, can I just take the 2 spaces back?
Right. I failed that in Pilates class. I'm not going to remember it now.
Wow, that's a
Throwback.
That's a throwback there for sure. But
That's all I got, Matt.
that's all I got too. Next week, episode 83. Hopefully, we'll be talking Pelicans playoff basketball instead of just LSU spring football, which it's always good.
We said it last year, Matt, right when this weekend came around. Finally, we can talk football
We
again.
can talk football.
And guys, guess what? Think about this, Matt, before we let the fans go. A year ago, we were having a debate of who was going to start, Anthony Jennings or Brandon Harris. What are we going to debate on this year?
The
The same damn shit. The same thing.
With that said, we'll be live from New Orleans and College Station next week. At least that's the plan. And until then, Ryan. Night, America.
Good night, America.
Bruh.